Okay, let's talk about something that makes a lot of people nervous, salary negotiation. But here's the thing. We need to stop thinking of it as a confrontation. It's not a fight, it's a strategic conversation. And today, we're going to break down exactly how to master it. Let's get into it. So let me ask you a question right off the bat. Are you leaving money on the table? I mean, really think about it. It's a huge fear for so many professionals, and for good reason, because a lot of us are, and we might not even realize just how much. And here's the heart of the problem. Most people just aren't prepared for this conversation. They walk in without a real game plan, and that means they're not getting what they're worth. They're leaving huge earning potential behind. So first, let's really set the stage and talk about why this is such a critical, high-stakes moment in your career. The biggest mental shift you have to make is this. Negotiation is not about winging it. It's not an argument you have to win on the fly. It's a disciplined, planned-out strategy. We're shifting our mindset from a zero-sum game where one person wins and the other loses to a collaborative one where everybody can walk away happy. All right, now for my favorite part, winning the mind game. Seriously, understanding these psychological principles is like having a secret weapon in your back pocket. First up, you've got to know about the anchoring effect. This is a massive cognitive bias. Basically, the very first number that gets mentioned in a negotiation acts like a magnet. It pulls the entire conversation towards it and frames everything that follows. So, when an employer makes that first offer, that's their anchor. It's designed to set a low bar. Your job isn't just to inch it up a little bit. Your job is to drop a whole new anchor. A well-researched, data-backed counteroffer completely resets the conversation and shifts the entire range in your favor. Now, this next one is fascinating. It's called loss aversion. And what behavioral economics tells us is that the pain of losing something feels about twice as strong as the pleasure of gaining that exact same thing. For an employer, this creates a really powerful fear of missing out. So how do you use that? Simple. You don't just frame yourself as a nice-to-have, a gain for the company. No. You position your unique skills and experience as an absolutely essential asset they cannot afford to lose, especially to a competitor. You become the solution they're terrified of letting slip away. Okay, so you've got the psychology down. Now for the most critical phase of all, building your data-driven case. This is how you turn what feels like a personal ask into a completely undeniable business argument. So there's a simple three-pronged approach to your research. First, you start with a self-assessment. Put numbers to your accomplishments. Then, you zoom out to market research to see the big picture. And finally, you zero in on what competitors are paying for the same role. That last one, that's your most powerful evidence right there. And this is exactly why using multiple sources is a must. Just look at this example for a software engineer in Palo Alto. PayScale suggests a base salary around $138K. But Levels.fy, which looks at total compensation, stock, bonuses, the whole package, shows the real market rate is closer to $257K. Relying on just one source could literally cost you over $100,000. It's wild. And finally, your prep work has to include your BATNA. That stands for your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Basically, it's your plan B. It's your power. Whether it's another job offer or even just being happy in your current role, knowing you have a strong alternative gives you all the leverage and the confidence to walk away if the deal isn't right. All right, you've done all your homework. You're prepared. Now it's game time. Let's talk about how to execute the perfect counter. Now listen up, because this might be the single most important rule of timing. Do not talk about specific salary numbers until you have a formal, written offer in your hands. At that moment, your leverage is at its absolute peak. They've already decided they want you. The words you choose here are everything. You want to sound data-driven and collaborative, not demanding or, even worse, apologetic. It's always about market value, not your personal needs. So it's based on my research, not, I need this because. So what does that actually sound like? Well, here's a perfect script. Based on my research and the value I can bring to this role, I'm considering a range of X to Y. See how that works? It's assertive, but it's respectful. It keeps the door open while confidently stating your data-backed position. But what if they say no, or they push back? The absolute key is to stay calm, stay professional, don't get emotional, state your case clearly, and then use one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal, strategic silence. Just stop talking. Let them fill the void. It's amazing how effective this is. Okay, but what if they truly cannot budge on the base salary? Is the negotiation over? Absolutely not. It's time to pivot to the total package. It's time to expand the pie. You have to think beyond that one number. Things like a one-time signing bonus, an extra week of vacation, a better title, or flexible work options. A lot of times, these things come from completely different budgets, which makes them way easier for a manager to get approved. These perks can add a ton of value to your life without changing that base salary figure. So let's wrap this all up into your final playbook. Step 1, research your worth with multiple sources. Step 2, wait for that formal offer. Step 3, make a confident, data-backed counter. Step 4, stay cool and calm if you get pushback. Step 5, if you hit a wall, pivot to the total compensation package. And Step 6, the final rule, whatever you agree on, get it all in writing. The deal is not done until it's on paper. Because in the end, you're not just negotiating a number on a paycheck. You're making a powerful statement about your professional value. So let's go back to that very first question. Are you leaving money on the table? Now you have the tools to make sure the answer is a confident no. The next move is yours.